The rains of spring had been left behind for the warmth and dryness of summer. Rarely had the inhabitants of the small island seen such heat. It was as if weather itself had abandoned them. For day after day it was the same, sunny, hot, and dry.
Now that's funny. Oh. Papa dear, there's something wrong with the pump.
Oh, darn, I've been meaning to fix that handle. Just haven't got around to it.
It's not that. There's no water.
Now that I can't fix. But I was expecting that. It's been so long since we had rain, the well's gone dry.
I'm thirsty. You mean there's no water?
I'm afraid not.
I'm really thirsty. Where did the water go?
Well, it didn't go anywhere. Rain is what keeps our well full, and we haven't had a drop in ages. We'll have to fetch water from the rain barrel by the barn till this dry spell lets up. If we don't get a good soaking soon, it's going to be a lean winter. Why, the last time it was this dry, I was about your size.
What happened then, Grandpa?
Well, that was not a very good time. The winter snows were light and the spring rains failed to arrive. Summer was drier than dust. The grass was so dry that it crackled and snapped like twigs beneath your feet. And when the wind blew, it picked up the dry soil and covered everything in a blanket of red. Seeds, nuts, and berries barely grew, and when they did, they were small and hard. And finally, when it looked like the rains would come, clouds released fire upon the land. The wind fanned the flames and swept smoke, so that it seemed the whole world was ablaze.
What happened, Grandpa? How did you escape the fire? Did everything burn?
No, not everything burned, but time's a-wasting. Remember, lad, a good story always keeps. And right now, we need to get some water to home.
But you just can't leave it there, Grandpa.
Later, Eckhart. Right now, we've got work to do. Watch yourself up there.
Always be nice to mice. Always be nice to mice.
And tell your grandfather what you see.
It's all black. I can't see any water.
The level must be low. Throw something in and see how long it takes before you hear a splash.
Okay, Grandpa. There's no water. The barrel's dry.
This is worse than I thought.
What will we do now, Grandpa?
I've got another trick up my sleeve.
Grandpa, what are you looking for?
Something that will help us find water. Ah, here we go.
A stick. A stick is gonna help us find the water.
Not just any stick, Eckhart. This is a witching stick.
What does it do?
Well, you take the stick by the handles, like so, and just like magic, the stick will start to shake and point in the direction of water if there's any water to be found.
Maybe we've been out in the sun a little too long.
I wouldn't believe it either, if I hadn't seen it work myself.
Grandpa, what about all the water in the ocean? Can't we get some of it?
That's seawater, my lad. It's no good for mice. The more you drink, the thirstier you get.
But where does water come from?
Well, The wind sweeps the clouds over the land, and the clouds carry the rain. Every drop of rain that falls from the sky feeds the land and fills the sea.
But Grandpa, a raindrop is so small. How could it do all that?
Do you see that tree over there?
Yes.
That great oak grew from a single acorn. We mice are tiny creatures, and we must believe that small things make a difference. Remember, Eckhart, all things are possible for a small mouse with a big heart. Do you understand?
Yes, Grandpa.
Well, now, we're fresh out of water here. We'd best move on.
Bridgid says this is where the straight walkers run their big wagons. Woohoo! But I think it must be a trail leading to a giant bear's cave.
Oh, I'm afraid you're both wrong. When I was a boy, a beautiful stream flowed through here, full of the sweetest water you ever tasted.
What happened to it?
Well, no one is really sure. One day, it simply dried up. Some believe that the straight walkers used it all, while others thought that it must have died saving our lives.
The river saved your life? How?
Well, it goes back to the story I was telling you earlier.
You mean the time the earth caught fire?
Exactly. No one knew what to do. The fire crept right to the edge of the riverbank. And then it stopped. It was as if the fire was frightened by the water.
So the river saved you?
Uh-huh.
But what will happen if the earth catches fire this time? There's no river, and you said it was as dry as it was back then.
Oh, now there's no sense in worrying about something that hasn't happened, is there? Come on now, let's get home. Oh, that's odd. Well, the stick can't be right all the time, I suppose.
All right now, pull it tight. Good.
Well now, what are you two up to?
Grandpa Tomis, look, we're making dew catchers. The morning dew falls on the leaves and then drips into the buckets below.
My goodness, you've been busy.
How did you do? Did you get any water?
The rain barrel is dry.
I had a feeling it might be. Eckhart, how did you get that hole in your pants?
I caught them on the rain barrel.
Hey, Eckhart, come and play!
Well, let's get you out of those pants so I can mend that hole.
Aw, Mom, Bridgid's here. Can it wait? It's only a little hole.
Eckhart.
But, Mom, she's waiting. Can't we do it after dinner?
Oh, Eckhart, you are impossible.
Thanks, Mom. Can I show Bridgid the witching stick?
Wait up, Eckhart. I'm coming too.
It's gotta be somewhere, Eckhart. A creek just doesn't disappear. I suppose you're right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Of course I'm ready. And I bet if we followed the ditch, we could find out what happened to the water and maybe even get it back. I don't know. It was a long time ago. Oh, I thought you were Eckhart the Explorer, not Eckhart the Scaredy Cat. I'm not scared, and I am so an explorer. Well then, let's go exploring. I've got 5. How many do you have? 4. You win.
I've got 3 and I'm coming too.
No, you're not. You're too small to go exploring.
Am not.
R2. Besides, Mom needs your help with the dew catchers. Sorry, Mavis. Let's go, Eckhart. Bye, Mavis. We won't be long.
This is no fair.
This grass is hard to walk through. Why don't we walk down in the ditch? It would be a whole lot easier. It'd be easier, all right, but it would be a lot more dangerous. We'd be out in the open for the hawk to see. Like I said, Eckhart, who wants to walk down there when the view is so much better up here? That was close. You're not kidding. You should have seen your face when you saw that snake. My face? You should have seen yours. That's Mavis!
Hey, snake! Bet you can't catch me! Aw, you got a yellow streak down your back.
Are you okay?
That was so brave, Eckhart. You saved me.
Wow, I never thought I'd be so glad to see the hawk. Mavis, what are you doing here? I told you to stay at home. It's too dangerous for you to come with us.
You're not the only explorer. I'm an explorer too. And I'm going exploring and find the water.
No way. The only thing you're exploring is home because that's where you're going.
No!
Yes.
No!
Yes! Eckhart, we can't send her back alone. It's too dangerous. The hawk's around, and who knows what else. We've got to take her with us. Oh, all right. Okay, Mavis, you can come. But you've got to keep up and do what you're told. Eckhart, maybe we should stop and rest for a while. Why? Are you tired? Not me. I'm just worried about you know who. Oh, all right. There's a shady spot up ahead.
It's so hot and hard to walk. How much further?
I don't know. Explorers don't complain, Mavis.
I'm not complaining, Eckhart. I'm asking Bridgid a question.
We can't walk on the creek bed. It's too dangerous. We've already had 2 close calls, and that's enough.
I wish I was a leaf or a dandelion seed. Then I would just blow in the breeze, and no one would bother me, 'cause I wouldn't know who I am.
That's it! Now this is the way to travel. Good idea, Eckhart.
I was the one who said I wanted to be a leaf.
That's what gave me the inkling, Mavis. Why don't you wish you were a cool cup of water or a juicy raspberry? Maybe Eckhart could figure out a way to get us one of those. Hey, I see something.
What is it?
What are you doing, Eckhart?
It's the stick.
What was that all about? Grandpa said the stick was magic and that it would start to shake and point in the direction of the water, if there was any to be found.
Try it again, Eckhart. See where it points.
It's pointing this way. Let's go. Oh, what is it? It looks like a forest that fell over.
It looks like a big mess to me.
It's a wall. I wonder what's on the other side. The witching stick thinks that there's something over there, and there's only one way to find out.
Eckhart, look at the water.
I've never seen so much water before. I wonder if we're at the sea. I don't think so. We're walking in the opposite direction. But there's one way to find out. Oh, it's delicious, just like Grandpa Tomis said. Come on down. Well, we know where the water is. Now how are we going to get it home?
How can we get it over this wall?
Who put this wall here anyway? And why?
pests! That's who! Those pests, they built this monstrosity!
Eckhart, the wall is talking. I've heard of walls having ears, but not voices. Who said that?
Me.
Who are you?
Elenor. Elenor Amphibian's the name. And I know everyone and everything in these parts.
Oh, hello. I'm Eckhart Fielding, and this is my sister Mavis and my friend Bridgid Barnes.
Good to meet y'all. Now, you were asking about this monstrosity? Well, some call them beavers. I call them pests. They put this up and they call it a dam.
But why?
I guess they couldn't think of anything else to call it.
No. Why did they build the dam?
Well, they wanted to turn the stream into a pond. The pond helps them get at the trees that lived around the stream. Those pests, beavers, love to eat trees.
Ew, they eat trees. Yuck.
Where are the beavers now?
They're gone to look for more trees, and they left this mess behind. Oh, my favorite eating places are either bone dry on that side or under the water on this side. I haven't eaten a decent fly in ages.
Ew, flies. I don't feel so good.
Although they were new friends, the four found they had one thing in common: a wall of trouble.
Only the creek was able to stop the flames to save our community. And I hate to think what might happen this time.
Well, we better get this creek flowing again.
But how? Oh, Eckhart, what'll we do? These trees are too big to move. We'll never get the water home.
There must be a way to move this water. We just have to figure it out. Elenor, how did the beavers build this dam?
Well, they were kind of sneaky about it. They built a lot of it at night when you didn't notice. They'd chew down a tree, add some leaves and mud, and bit by bit the dam grew and the water stopped.
Oh, swell. What else could go wrong?
Mother was right. You should have let her fix them before you...
That's it!
What's it?
He does this sometimes. Eckhart gets an idea and there's no stopping. Small things. Small things.
Did you know that would work, Eckhart?
I thought if a small hole could turn into a big hole in a pair of pants, maybe the same could happen with the dam. And it did.
I gave him that inkling.
Eckhart!
Hasn't been water in this creek in ages.
And just when we needed it. But how? Everything is so dry.
I've no idea.
Hey, look! There's something coming around the bend!
What is it?
It looks like Eckhart. And he's with Mavis and Bridgid.
It is Eckhart! Now, where did he come from?
Grandpa Tomis! Oh, I'm so glad to see you. Eckhart and Bridgid and me went exploring, and we brought you this water bath. Do you like it?
Yes, of course I like it. But where have you been?
Don't be angry, Mrs. Fielding. We went to find out what happened to the creek, and Mavis kind of tagged along. Eckhart's the one who figured out how to get the water back and save us all.
Yes, but I was the one who gave him the inkling because of the big hole in his pants, and then I even saved his life.
Young man, I think you'd better start from the beginning.
Well, you see... Gee, Grandpa, wouldn't you like to cool off in the water first? Remember, a good story always keeps.
So it will, my boy. So it will. All right. Last one in is an old cat's tail.
Actually, I think I'll just soak my